Hello and welcome to Where Women Talk. I'm Nadia Jordana. We have an interesting guest today. She is Trang Nguyen and she's from Vietnam. She's an accomplished writer and a passionate poet. Let's go talk with her and hear about her writing process. Trang, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nadia.
It's fun to have you here. You know, you and I live in maybe not the same town, but we're only a couple of towns apart here in the Twin Cities area. And I've known you for a while, and I've appreciated your poetry. And you're a passionate poet. I'm going to say, tell us a little bit about how long you've been doing poetry and what is it that got you started?
Well, Nadia, it is a passion for me for a longest time. I can remember maybe in a young age when in high school that I was, that one of my major projects the subject I take at school. So my writing is, it did come with me for that long. And I love to write since then. So up until now, it's still writing. It did come along with me for almost every day. Could you believe it?
I do.
It comes and goes. So it just, someday I just sit there until I daydreaming, about things. But someday I have to write.
Do you get inspiration from nature and also from people?
I do in both ways. Sometimes I look at things, I brought it up, or think about somebody, not for somebody that I know, it's somebody that I hear about it or I read about it, and it just comes to me. And I say, I got to write it down. So that's how it comes naturally like that.
And your native language is Vietnamese, is that right?
Correct,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's the language you generally write in?
Yes, most of the times.
Most of the time you write. And I've seen them. They're beautiful on paper and they're beautiful when read aloud in the language. And we'll do that in a little bit, not right now, but in a little bit we'll do that. But okay. I wanted to mention also that I've seen translations, English translations. Do you have someone translate them into English or is that done online now?
I had one person who's also the writer, poems writer in Houston, that I don't really know him. Somehow he got it into internet or some of the blog I got into, and he asked for permission and translate some of the poems that I wrote. Some of the poems that I wrote in Vietnamese, and I tried to Google to translating, it wasn't right. It wasn't correct.
It wasn't great.
It made exactly what it meaning, but it put it into poems. It looked really funny. It read really opposite. It got a weird. But most of the time, I don't really do a lot of translating.
So in order to have a really good translation, like you've done only once or twice, is to really have someone who knows both languages to do that.
Yeah, and understand the rhyming of the poems or the meaning, really more like romantic meaning, but not just exactly what the words say.
Yeah,
it don't make any sense.
Yeah, in fact, I'll read the one we have here in English, like the poem that I'm going to read that you wrote and I'll read it in English. That one rhymes, and I suppose if you were to just translate that on the internet, it wouldn't necessarily rhyme, would it?
Yeah, no, it was exactly what it meaning though, but it's not really rhyming like a poem that I like people to read.
Yeah.
It kind of, but yeah, it's just a passion, I think. It's just something that I like to do.
It is a passion. very
It is a
much so.
passion,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Well,
And
let
you
me
know
read.
it. I know you've been writing for many, many
Oh,
years
yeah.
too.
That's
With
why I can
books and all that stuff.
appreciate. That's
Yep,
why
I hear you.
I can really appreciate what you do. I'm going to pull that up and take a look at that and see where that went, and I'll come back. Oh, let's see what we got here. There it is.
About it.
And this one is called, it's called Spring. And this is written by Happy Spring. And it's written by you, and it's a pretty yellow picture. I'll probably post this picture later that goes with it because it looks so nice with the poem.
Well, that one I just really wrote too.
Yeah, it is. And here it goes. There is no time like beautiful spring, when lives begin in everything. Morning birds that like to sing, reaching blue sky, love songs may bring. Beneath the sun, flowers blooming, showing off brilliant colors and bees humming. Here comes a song for you and me, a kiss and a kiss that bring love, joy, and happy spring.
There we
I
go.
love that. That's
Thank
very
you.
bright and cheerful and very much the kind of spring poem that rhyming works well with.
Well, that's what I hope I do. I hope you understand it too, though.
Well, in
It's so
English,
simple.
I understand.
It's also simple like that, right?
Mm-hmm. But it is nice. And
Thank
you
you.
have something, you were going to read one of your poems in your native language so that we can hear the differences, how beautiful it sounds in your language, even if you don't know the language. I don't know your language, but I love how it sounds when you read your poem.
But we hope someone in Vietnamese would listen to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I would want to read maybe not a whole poem, this one, but I might read one paragraph, really short
Just as much
one.
as you want, sure.
Yeah, so that this is the poem that I really like too. It's called Mượt mà dáng thơ. Vẫn hoa cỏ mọc bên đồi, vẫn con bướm trắng hôn môi nụ hồng, vẫn đàn ong đứng xa trông, vẫn trời xanh ngát mênh mông bốn bề, vẫn em dài mái tóc thề, vẫn trong mắt sáng hương quê thật thà, vẫn anh mong mỏi đường xa, vẫn hương gió thoảng lộng tà áo bay, vẫn đêm thương, vẫn nhớ ngày, vẫn vầng trăng sáng, vẫn mây che mù, vẫn vần thơ cũ điệu ru, vẫn ca cho mẹ thiên thu một đời, vẫn buồn chiếc lá vàng rơi, vẫn trong ký ức một thời đã qua, vẫn là kỷ niệm chia xa, vẫn trong ngày tháng mượt mà dáng thơ. That's it.
That's beautiful. And I
Well,
have
thank
with you.
you.
Tell us a little bit about what you were saying.
Well, it also talk about the spring. It's something flowers blooming,
Mm-hmm.
bee and birds and butterflies, flying around, and something about generally about poems.
Spring and
People
poems.
who love poetry, yeah.
It's a very melodic language compared to English.
I know, it's so passionate. It's just so
Very,
something emotional thing about poems sometimes, It's just the feeling of it, I
Yeah.
think.
and you had some converted to, you've written 2 books. Show us your
Oh yeah,
written
it's a long time ago. My passion is this is my first book right now.
Yes, I have that.
I think you have. I wrote it in we did it on 206,
Mm-hmm.
and I got this one public, not really public, but someone from Houston also who printed this for me on 206. And this is a time when I have my mom with me too, so I got a lot of time to put into it. I love it. And then this one, remember, I've been working with you.
Yes, we worked together on
We
that
did
book.
I know we did together, and we did a lulu.com.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
That
it's
was a
still
great book.
there.
Yeah.
You know, they asking for publish it, you know, but you can pay for the fee to get it up there but I didn't do it.
Oh,
I didn't do it. I did it
yeah.
for fun, you know, for
Yeah.
family and friends to read it, and for my own to own
Yeah.
it. But right now, sometimes I look in lulu.com, it's still show.
It's still
Really
there.
surprising me, it's still there. So
Yeah.
surprising me. And this is the second book we did.
So
And then,
Lulu is where people can still go and get that book.
really?
Yeah.
That's a new business. Well, yeah, I think about it, but then I just take too much time. Too much time. you know, everything now is still on iPhone. You know, I put there are years that I did a lot of time on the blog and people websites that friends that I know, and I put everything out there, so it's safe in there sometimes. But couple of websites I did, they lost everything. They lose the website completely,
That would be
or
so
they didn't do any.
upsetting.
So we lost everything in there, but that's okay. I still have so many in every place that I can keep. And before we do books and these some CD.
Yeah, you did some CDs.
Yeah, we did some CD. That's one of the also poems writers. He living in Houston, and he loved some of my poems, so he brought it to Vietnam. So they make the CD, and with some famous singers, they did all that. Pretty good. I love this CD very much.
I've listened to it in my car.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a kind of few CDs, and I pass around for my families and friends. They really enjoyed it. And here the second CD, that's poems writers. He did it. He added his poems in with mine, so he did a second one. Also get done in Vietnam too, and it's pretty good one too. So here are my passion that and up today I'm still do writing.
Oh, that's great. You know, we're running out of time, but this is so great to hear about you and your poetry and your passion for writing poetry. It's fun, isn't it?
Well, yeah, fun with it. Well, thank you for thinking of me, though.
Yes.
It's good to be with you in the chat.
We'll talk with you again sometime.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Nadia.
That's it for today. Wasn't she interesting? I hope you liked the show. We'll see you next time on Where Women Talk.